Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching today. Today is Wednesday, November 24th, the day before Thanksgiving. So my last video of the week, if that's all right, kind of could take 2 days off. Got my kids in town and family in town and busy things and just regular real estate things that never stop on the holidays. So today, well, first let me check my Facebook and YouTube. Make sure we're going live here. And there we go, we're live. So today, quick topic. Well, I'll try to make it quick on a Wednesday morning. I'm sorry, a little bit early today because busy day. Got to wrap up some things before Thanksgiving. People closing deals, trying to close the day before Thanksgiving, and moving trucks scheduled Friday. Whole nother video of when to schedule closings. But today we're going to talk about, do you have the right attitude? And the second part of this, are you coachable? Because I'm doing a big push after Thanksgiving, the last part of the year, and push to get more of, especially Century 21 Home Start agents, on my schedule for weekly coaching. I have dozens and dozens and dozens of agents, but I have over 500 agents that I help, and I do not have 500 people that I coach. So I want to talk about, do you have the right attitude? And think about it, are you coachable? Now, any successful person in business and life, in sports, in any gotten advancements, most of them have been coached, or at least learned something from somebody on a consistent basis, always learning, always reading, always finding out more information, always figuring out what's the best way to do things, researching to see it without reinventing the wheel. And the best part, excuse me, about real estate is that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. It's been done for you. Now, to get it done, excuse me about that. Now to get it done, and if you're not doing it, you might want to rethink, are you coachable? Because there's coaching available to you. Here at Century 21 Home Start, it's free. It's me. And coaching is a bunch of different things. And if you haven't had me explain this to you, what my definition of coaching is, of my weekly coaching, is that, do you have the right attitude that you want to listen and understand and believe what your coach is telling you and be accountable? So do you have the right attitude to listen? Do you have the right attitude to understand what's the systems and the tools and the technology already are out there for you? You don't have to reinvent anything. And do you have the attitude and understanding to take the criticism, take the accountability? So another way to kind of think about this, there's 4 types of people when it is coachable. When someone wants to do better, and there's 4 types of people that are coachable, non-coachable. It's kind of like their attitude. It's their mindset. So there's 4 types of people that I see. One is the people that just don't want to be coached. They don't want to listen to anybody. They want to figure it out on their own, or they feel like they know it all already. Do you know those people? I honestly feel that in today's day and world, there's more people like that than ever before. I won't go into detail of why I think that, but I really do feel that. Maybe you feel that way too. There's more people today that feel, I know everything, no one's going to change my mind, and this is the way I'm going to do things. And they'll beat their head against the wall, especially when something they want to get better at, and because they always think they know better. Or they are trying to do their own research, and they're just going to the wrong sources for that. So that's number 1. Number 2, they'll get a coach or listen to a coach or videos at a minimum, or make calls or watch web casts or classes, but to only cherry pick the things that they want to do. So they're just sitting there listening. They already know they're not going to do everything that coach or that expert recommends, but they'll go, I could do that. I could do that. I don't want to do that. I could do that. or I might do that for a little bit, but I might that's something I could do later. That type of person might do okay, but they're not going to eventually be long lasting in their success. And number three, the reluctant person, the person that goes, oh, fine, I will get a coach, I will listen and do what they have to say. But once that coach is not there anymore, they'll do it for a year, do it for whatever amount of time, and it goes great when they're following the plan and have the coach and doing the things. But those reluctant people that don't really give it their all and are 100% in and believe in the systems and the things that they're learning will eventually fall off and not do it themselves when there's not that accountability anymore. Again, my biggest comparison is if anybody have ever have a personal trainer and or a dietitian or a coach or a system or a program to help them be healthier, but as soon as they go off the system, as soon as they try to go do it on their own, as soon as they don't have that accountability, they fall off the wagon, so to say, and they're back to their old habits and they lose all of that success. Same thing comes with real estate and business and success there. And last is those people that really go, teach me, show me, give me the programs. I will follow it to a T of what you want to do and are completely coachable. But usually it's hard for people to get to that point without researching and looking into it and actually trying it, because some of them, most people just don't want to. They know there's things that they don't want to do, and there's other ways. So this is my example, and this is what I try to tell all of our agents that I coach. This is all of the agents that are thinking about coaching. This is what I tell them, is that when you're talking to me once a week or once every other week, whatever is best for the agents that I'm coaching, I explain a lot of it. Part of it's accountability. You got to do something. So I've had agents that I don't coach anymore because every time we get on a call, they don't do the things I tell them to do, or they don't have any action plans or anything. They just want to talk. And I say, I'm here to coach you. You got to do the things I tell you to do, or at least show me you're moving in the right direction and you're following some type of plan. The second thing is I work a lot around what things that you definitely won't do, because there's different things. You got to get out there in real estate and talk to people, communicate, network, have a database, follow up. There's certain things that need to be done, but how you do that is really up to you, but you got to do it. There's people that will sit on the phone and make 150 phone calls a day. Great. And they'll do it for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Most agents won't do that. There's agents that'll go out. I love to volunteer and network, and I do all of these things. I love to text message. I love to use social media. I love to spend 3 or 4 hours a day just totally prospecting and reaching out to people. I love asking people for referrals. Every single person I talk to, give me 2 names. Give me 2 names of people that you love and trust that I could contact. Give me their numbers. Give me their names. Give me their addresses. Give me their email addresses, and I want to contact them. I won't go into detail about the scripts to that. It's a whole part of the coaching. But you got to do the things. Similar to, back to my my comparison of health. People exercise. There's a different way to exercise. I don't run. I'll never run. Am I perfect health? No. Well, can I do better? Yes. But do I exercise? Do I try to eat right? Do I do some of the right things? Yes. Am I perfect? No. But I do some of the things. But not all of the things. Same with networking and talking to people and building your database. There's different ways to do it, but you got to do it. You got to figure out which ways you like. Back to the exercising. Do you like working out with weights? Do you like to run? Do you like to do Zumba? Do you like to do CrossFit? Do you like to just walk? Do you like to do the Peloton? Do you like a treadmill? What do you want? But you got to move in that direction. You got to do it. And you got to pick certain ways, and you got to see the results. You got to show yourself that there's results there. that you're making the contacts, that you're increasing your database, you're following up with people, you're having good conversations about real estate, and knowing and getting that feeling that they know and trust you, and feel that you're their real estate advisor when they're ready. There's things that's an accomplishment. That's the steps it takes to fill your future calendar with business. So the point today is, are you coachable? Do you have the right attitude going into 2022 to take your business to the level that you want to take it to? And remember, I've said this many times, every single agent has that ability. There's no one. The top agents don't have something that you don't have, can't learn, or can't go get. They're not at a company that will give them leads. They're not have some savant that knows business or knows people better than you. They're not someone that just has connections and places to go. Like, people say, oh, that person has connections, or that person, back in the day, 30 years ago, that person's in a country club, or that person's husband or wife is part of that group and they give them business. There's not that anymore. There isn't that. They're just following systems, doing the things, prospecting, following up with people, building relationships, and doing it over a consistent basis. And they're coachable. All of those top agents have a coach. I promise you. They either had a coach and still following their systems, they're still watching videos, or being part of a system or a group of agents. They don't get to a certain level and just say, I'm not need to be coached anymore. They're still following a program, a system, a minimal of what they learned from a real estate coach or system in the past. They didn't create it themselves. They're not doing anything that they created themselves. They might created a system, a daily system, weekly follow-up system, contact management system, a routine. That's the word I'm looking for. They might have created their personal routine, but there's nothing that they're doing that you can't do today with the tools and things that you have today. They're not doing anything that you can't do yourself. A brand new agent today could do exactly what a successful agent's doing today. Difference is they've been doing it for a longer period of time. Example, someone that is extremely healthy, that could be go to the gym for an hour and a half today, eat the food and be healthy. And there's someone that's might be unhealthy and want to be healthy like this person. They eat the same things. They go to the gym and do the exact same things that they do, but they're not healthy yet, because this person over here has done it for months, years, decades, and that's it. Does that make sense? That today you can do the exact same thing. And I'll use one more sports analogy. The one thing, I'm not a big golfer. I like to golf, but never have time. But I always make this joke with those very serious golfers and people that love to golf. They're not that great. They''re not professionals. But the one thing that people love about golf is that they could have that one hole where they birdied a hole, they eagled a hole. They could have two holes. They could have a half a round of golf. They have one round of golf that they had that was at least a hole, a shot, a minimum. They had a professional just as good or better than any professional golfer out there. All right, follow me on this comparison. The reason why some people love golf is because they could get that feeling. That one shot, they play a whole round of golf. They got that perfect shot, that perfect putt. They had two great holes. They birdied one, they parred many, and they go, I'm just as good as a professional a couple times. But the difference between those people and a professional golfer, the professional golfer, guess what? They birdie holes, they par holes consistently and practice and do it all the time and have coaches and make them accountable and watch their swing and when they're playing a new course, they're talking to experts of that course or their caddy and how they should hit certain shots and take certain situations. They're coachable. So the 2 points I want to make in that comparison is, one, I want you at the end of the day, when you make those calls, make those connections, do those things, have the right attitude that said, I acted and did everything a successful professional agent did today. Did I get a buyer? No. Did I get a listing? No. But I made just as many calls, just as many connections. I was just as organized. I increased my database. I got everybody on a follow-up plan. I'm networking. I'm building. I'm farming. And you did the work just like a professional, successful agent. And now, just like those golfers, that's the comparison I'm making, I want you to have that feeling. I made that shot. I did that shot. But, I have friends I joke with, yeah, I remember he had that good shot, but he still shot over 100, which is, in golf, not that great. But they had that one great shot, but they made them feel. And guess what? What do they remember? At the end of the golf round, they don't remember all of those bad shots. A couple times their friends might make jokes about, remember that bad shot? But they remember all the good shots. And you know why they want to play again the next time? Because they're trying to get that one good shot, that good hole, that couple holes. And that's, and I'm sorry if this is a bad comparison, but that's the feeling I want you to do. I want the next day when you're prospecting, go, I did it. I did all the things that a professional, successful agent do. I'm going to do it again today. I'm going to do it again tomorrow. I'm going to do it again the next day. I'm going to do it consistently and over and over. I'm going to have a coach or an accountability partner or someone that's going to make me accountable and let me know how I'm doing, and making sure you're having progress, that you're doing better, you're making more calls, you're making more connections, you're finding referrals, you're getting buyers, you're getting sellers. But it might take some time. It might take days, weeks, months. It just got to do it, and you got to be ready to do it and have the right attitude to do it and be coachable and accountable to get there. So hopefully that gives you some things to talk about. Sorry, I thought it was going to be a short subject, but you know me, I just want to keep on talking sometimes because there's so much. I could talk for hours about topics like this, and that's another reason why I do these videos, because if I had 5, 10, 20, 30, 50 agents in front of me doing this in a training room or whatever, I could go on for days. If more questions, people ask me questions, I'll go on forever. So I do these videos where no one's asking me questions, because just to get through it, because I won't get to the end point. I'll just keep going on different tangents with questions. But that's what I do one-on-one. When agents call me, I love it when you text me and email me and want to connect and go over these topics. I love that, and I'll set that time aside for you. So that's it for today. I'm sorry. Well, I guess I went a little bit longer because I know it's Thanksgiving, and I won't be doing this the next 2 days. So maybe a little longer one today. So that's it for today. Thank you very, very much for watching. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. Wish you and your family the best, and we'll see you on Monday and at high noon. So have a good one, and hope to see many of you very soon. Bye-bye.